Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the month of June. If you're new to my channel, I'm Miss Edie. Welcome to my channel. If you're returning, guys, it's great to see you again. Thanks again for all the likes, comments, shares, and all the subscriptions and support. And don't forget, keep sharing it so we can pass these beautiful messages. And thanks again for all the support with the movement. Last month, we gave out almost 100 meals. So if you want to learn more about how to do that, please activate those links below. There's a code too. It's going to give you travel savings later on, but for right now, I'm trying to really help feed 200 families and children this month. So for each one you activate, you can be a part of that movement too. So comment below if you take them. I appreciate you always. Thank you so much for blessing the world with your love and light. And don't forget, it's June, so I'm doing a free giveaway, which is the first link. You got to go to my Instagram, follow Instagram, like, comment, and tag all your friends so you can get entered into more chances to win, to get a free 30-minute live reading with me. I'm so excited to do these again. Everyone always loves them and they were asking about it, so we're doing it now. Okay, we're gonna get right into your reading for the month of June. We're gonna see what is happening. What are these messages for you? We'll be using the romance angels. So let's see what the romance angels want you to know. And if I am a little extra fast or excited, we just have the eclipse lunar moon today with the beautiful new moon in Sagittarius. So enjoy this energy, my beautiful Aquarius. Beautiful time to get fired up. You might have even found yourself getting up a little earlier, or, you know, seeing there's lots of things that are going on here. Okay, first card out the bat is separation. Yes, and that separation can be continuing because of that isolation. Depending where you are, we're anticipating things to slowly start letting up, but there are so many things happening in the world today, so we're hopefully staying safe. Let's see what else is going on for my beautiful Aquarius viewers, romance angels. What else can we tell them? Let's get one more. Perfect. Awesome. Here we go. Amazing. Okay, then I'm going to use the Lovers Oracles after, but let's see what these quick messages are here. So we had separation first. So it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So if you haven't already been in separation, you may be finding yourselves in separation soon, but this is also just saying that there's going to be some time where you're both going to have to do things on your own. You're going to have to use this time also to do a bit of healing. Now this can just mean distance. This could mean, like, you know, they got to go to work or they have to go be somewhere, but this is also that delay. So instead of laying in bed all sad and wishing they were here or whatever, get busy, do things, because the heart grows fonder when there's distance, right? So again, very soon here, it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If you can't make up your mind about what you want, then the universe is going to keep sending you what you don't want. So you need to be specific and you need to put that out there. And of course, this person is really feelings, they have strong feelings for you too. You see him holding his heart here. So I feel like if this is something that you want and there is time apart, that it might not be too late to express that. For others of you, this distance could be, of course, due to the current circumstance, but hopefully you'll be able to unite soon. And then we have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Of course, once you accept things and you allow them to unfold as they're meant to, because you trust in your belief system, patience will always test us. But the moment that you know that things are going to work out as they're meant to, and you just accept the divine universe and the greater plan of God and whatever you believe in, allow those things to take control. And if you trust and give faith, don't forget to hand it over. You don't need to carry that burden. Just know that everything will work out as it's meant to. So for some of you, again, with that trust part, pay attention to the red flags. I feel like during this time of separation, there's a reason, because you need to learn some things, they may need to learn some things, but of course the signs are cautioning you, which to me always means that, you know, you could be missing some signs and synchronicities in your environment. You know, your guides, your angels, whatever, are trying to show you some things that you're missing. Maybe they're trying to point you in a new direction. Maybe they're trying to offer you some healing. So I feel like for some of you during this time, there are some things that you need to work through. So really pay attention to your environment and notice who's around you, because there could be some beautiful messages that need to come through from that. Okay, we're going to use the Lovers Oracles. Let's see what the messages are for the Lovers Oracles for my beautiful Aquarius. Let's see what other messages we have for the beautiful Aquarius. Nice. Get a couple going here. And don't forget, guys, comment where you're watching from. I love seeing and hearing all the love from around the world, and I send it right back to you guys too. Thank you so much always for even just letting me know how these are relating, because sometimes I'm just sitting here talking to my phone, so it's good to hear how this is able to help you too. And of course, these are general, so if you need a private reading, you can find the information below. However, if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Let's celebrate those that it is for, and maybe next time it will be, but I'm sure you'll find some messages in here today for you too. First one is power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no and walk away at any time. So I feel like some of you may have actually taken this break to claim back your power, or to be sure of what you want, or of course this can also have to do with setting healthy boundaries, because part of power is of course taking back that control. For some of you, you may feel like you needed to do that. The red flags too, right? There are some healthy boundaries that need to be set, maybe in your circumstance, maybe in your situation, maybe in your life, whatever this could do. It could be with work. It doesn't always have to mean just in the relationship, but there are factors that are exterior to your current connection that are impacting this. And if it is regarding your connection, then you do have that control. You are not stuck. Maybe someone needed to hear that. So the next one is, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So for many of you, there could be lessons here too, of course, with the very soon, when we were saying that you need to clearly decide what you want. So if you chose to walk away, or you're in a separation from your person, for some of you, if you've already been in this connection and you want to return to this person, the red flags could mean that there were some issues or some things from before, and maybe you noticed them and you kind of took that time away. For others of you, there's just some stuff that are maybe even trying to help you bring back this connection, or someone at a distance from you, which you may or may not know. But I feel like most of these are about having that union, like there is a connection here, because both of these have they're wearing like a red band and red bow here. So I feel like that connection is very strong. And of course, they could be an authority, or they could be someone of power too, where they're, you know, they're needed somewhere else. But anyway, all of this is just to expand your understanding and knowledge. Now we have sacred union. And again, the purple to me always means Archangel Michael. So if you need some assistance in your situation, pray to him. He'll be there for you. But it says, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So the two of you have a greater purpose together. And of course, sometimes in order for souls to come together, you can only come together if your souls are in alignment. Otherwise, there will always be conflict, or you'll have missed communications and all that stuff, because you're not coming from wholeness. You're coming from wherever your current environment has you, right? How fitting that the next card is the emotions card, because it says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I feel like for many of you, this separation is requiring you to let go of this. We had the Gemini moon last month, which caused a lot of miscommunications. And of course, Mercury is going in retrograde again. In terms of the astrology side, there's a lot of stuff going on. And in June, we have 4 retrogrades happening with Venus, Mars. There's all sorts of stuff going on, so that's gonna increase your energies, maybe make you a bit more fiery, bring up tempers, bring up old things, because of course we're still transitioning, and the world is going through such a massive evolution and cleanse right now that, genuinely speaking, it's surfacing a lot of stuff. And with Scorpio going in retrograde, it was Pluto that went into retrograde. I'm sorry, yeah, and we're in Scorpio season right now, so I feel like all that stuff that's happening is bringing up all those deep things that you need to heal. And for some of you, it could even be like, you know, your subconscious is remembering this stuff from other lives that are coming up to be surfaced. And that could also be why this connection is so powerful, because you're meant to be together. We had sacred union, and now we have sexual union. So this connection is very strong, very passionate, and very, I will say carnal. Okay, here we go. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And I love that, because even here she's got that star on her forehead. So this is truly igniting the inner soul. It is bringing out such a beautiful level of spirituality. And again, when we were talking about all that stuff, I feel like this connection could be very strong. And don't forget, with soulmates especially, what's really powerful is that you you may not be attracted to them. You may exteriorly, the point is to recognize the soul, not to focus on what you see. So that's why for some of you, you kind of, you know, you're not sure, but you're being guided towards something, but you have to trust, you know, this person may be totally different from what you're normally used to. Wow. Okay, so these are jumping out here for me, Aquarius. We're going to start here and then we'll do another one. So the High Priestess, again, following your intuition, following your guides. For some of you, again, with these, you know, they're really asking you to pay attention, to listen to what's around you. We have butterflies, so transitioning. For some of you, again, this union could be bringing it to a higher level of awareness for you, bringing your spirituality, even causing some kind of awakening. Of course, if you're into Tantra or anything like that, that could be part of this experience as well, helping heighten that sensations and awareness. For others of you, then this is just, you could be seeking advice. Of course, you're here with me, so this can mean, you know, you could be into tarot, you could be doing this kind of stuff for yourself, or of course, seeking guidance and clarity in terms of that for spiritual side. For others of you, this is just truly asking you to follow your divine, you know, whether it's your feminine energy or to focus on that. You can be male and you have feminine. We both have the dualities of masculine and feminine energies. So this could just be really asking you to listen to the feminine side, focus on that energy, bring that in or grow that, or for some of you it's expanding as well. But this is about some secrets, some things that we don't know, and the things are going to be unfolding, but you could be listening to your instincts and your guidance and feeling like that inner resonation to know which way to go. For others of you, this can also mean Pisces that you're connecting with. Now we have the Nine of Wands, fire energy. This card talks about a lot of different things. So this is fire energy, again, Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. But with the Nine of Wands, like the way you're sitting on this rock, I feel like Aquarius, you see everything. Like you've got to this point where you're just like, no, I'm covered front and back. The way the lion here is looking behind her, like she knows the lion's got her back. She knows she's got herself here. And she's got this beautiful oracle too with this vision. And with this vantage point and view, you see the bigger picture. You know what's happening. And I feel like for some of you, that could also have to do with your path. That could also have to do with your purpose in life. You're really truly figuring out what you want to do and really getting that higher awareness of where you're going. That could be in the connection, but this could also be part of what's making you so much more attractive, because you're using this energy to just go with the flow, come what may. I'm ready, because you're ready on that perch here. Now, for some of you, the Hierophant does talk about school, so you could be actually going back to school and really kind of going in a new direction in terms of what you feel like you're being guided to do. For others of you, again, with the spirituality, you could be, you know, not questioning your faith, but considering your faith or considering a new faith as well. For others of you, this just talks about also unlocking. I feel like for some of you, you're seeking different religions and different guidances because we have all the different symbols, and whatever your belief is, we love you and support you. But this is also maybe, you know, you're seeking some other information here too that's helping you guide this, that's helping you bring this new awareness to you. And I feel like for many of you, that's Taurus energy. But for many of you too, that could be seeking that higher level of commitment with someone, or someone wanting to have even a marriage. Like there's something contractual, of course, if it's not the church side. Just in this deck, it's more about religion and belief systems, as well as trusting things. So for some of you, you could be connecting with someone who's a little bit closed off to your religion, vice versa, or they're not really open-minded or open-hearted in this case, because it's the Four of Pentacles. So they're really closed off. I feel like someone's really holding on to something really tightly. This can be, of course, that control card with the power here. Like someone really wants to try to like control the situation or control the way that things are going, and they're not really going with the flow and just seeing where things happen. Or someone could be waiting for this to have some movement, and this other person's just like, nope, I'm not going up there, I'm scared of heights, or no, I'm not coming down there, I'm not lowering my standards. There could be that bit of like control there, and that could be also causing that separation where neither one of you are willing to come together, right? Neither one of you want to change what it is that you feel about the situation and how you feel you need to do this. Now for the High Priestess can be like, communication through dreams, through whatever, in the spiritual level as well. You could be meeting as souls, connecting throughout this. But with the Four of Pentacles, we have Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy. But this is also someone like really holding on to their finances, really holding on to things that could be maybe using that to manipulate you too in terms of this money situation we're in. Or some people could be really needing to hold on to things. So maybe don't be so frivolous with your spending during this time. That could be part of it. But then we have the opposite card right after that, which makes me think that this is more about the heart chakra. Of course, I'm playing some healing frequency for you right now too, but you could check out my playlist. I have all kinds of stuff for that. But now we have the Queen of Pentacles energy. So for some of you, it's kind of like if things were a little bit slow to open up, or this person wasn't opening up, that's going to be changing because they're sitting in this very confident energy. Now the financial situation could be improving. For others of you, maybe they're not giving as much, or you're not giving as much to them, however it is. Now they're getting into this financial security with this beautiful nurturing and nature energy. That's good. So you could be needing to get grounded. You are in air energy, so this may also just be here to remind you of that. And this could also be like a mother figure, you know, the mother of your children, or you know, however this applies, whether you are the mother of their children. But this is having that beautiful stability, that security, being in that feminine divine energy, of course, too, where you're really truly believing and following your guidance. Or of course, this is how you see the person, where you're feeling so guided to them because you see the stability that they bring to the situation. They nurture, they love you, like the way that they care for you is such a complete way. And of course, this is also very long term. So you could be feeling that guidance towards that. And then we're going to have some honest communication here coming in with this sword energy. So here you are showing up in your reading, whether this is you communicating it or them communicating it, but it could just be another Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But this is going to be something that's giving you a new opportunity, possibly allowing you to see things a new way. You know, of course, maybe even having that honest communication in the sense that we're bringing forward information that is necessary. Butterflies here, like a transformation. Of course, the ace always comes after the 10, so there could be an ending, a whole new opportunity even. Someone could be giving you new, oh yeah, okay, for some of you with that Hierophant too, it's a new perspective where you're truly like listening to your intuition and finding out some things, possibly even really questioning some things that you used to consider and know. So this is like really reconsidering your faith and belief system. I'm not necessarily meaning changing religion, but it's also kind of like changing your old way of thinking. You know, maybe you were really set in a certain way and it's asking you to have this new outlook. Wow, 9 of Wands, we're out again. Let's see, this is the Crystal Vision Tarot. Sorry, here we go. Crystal Vision Tarot, what is the messages for Aquarius, please, for the month of June? What else can we offer them about what's coming towards them? So we had the 9 of Wands came out again. So that's you standing in your power, standing in your spot. You know what you want. You know where you're going. Of course, this is talking about your desires and your passions. Again, with the separation, you know, you're kind of taking this time out to really consider where and what you want to do. And I feel like for many of you, that's why you're also having like this moment where anything you do right now is always going to help you. But the red flags and such, like that's just needing you to really notice what's in your environment. The universe will always bring to you in your environment what is going on inside, because that's our point of attraction. So you kind of might be seeing where you are at, and some of you might not like it and some of you might like it. So now you're kind of knowing how to adjust that dial. Do I need to fix some things, or do I want more of this because this feels good? Well, I think some of you have definitely been doing the work, because I feel like with that fire energy, you're attracting someone to you. Could be dealing with that fire sign again. Wow, okay, I'm gonna take those guys here. That do you want all these? Okay, let me get one more just for the end result here. What is the last one? One more, please. Okay, that's the one that's coming out. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now we need another one after that one, because we always want to know what's coming. Amazing. Interesting one. All right, guys, so 9 of Wands, again, standing in that power, seeing what's around you, knowing where you are, you're in a safe, secure spot. Everything is going to work out the way it's meant to. King of Swords, this could be you sitting in that beautiful energy. This is, again, a king who's very tactful, very intelligent, very smart, knows what he wants, knows how to get it. He's not scared to shed any blood here. The Ravens also talk about really tuning into that spiritual intuition. Also, Ravens could be communication. So I feel like this king can also be catching information about you. Even if they don't see you, they know what's going on. That could be through social media or friends, if you have common friends with this person. Air energy, if it's not you, it could be another Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But this air part here means like He is so strategic and methodical in what he wants in terms of what this card means. So that could just also be you. And that's also the point of that power card, where there could be a bit of manipulation because he knows what he wants and how to get it. So there could be that element here. And I feel like for some of you, that may not be something that you enjoy. And at the same time, it's also kind of like a red flag in a way too for controlling issues. But I don't feel that 100%. This could just be for others of you, just, you know, following what you're guided to do, or you're really good at getting what you want, because that can also be part of that manifestation energy where you're just so focused on what you want to be able to bring that to you, and then patiently waiting for it. So more earth energy, you got a lot of earth in this chart, could have to do with your pentacles too, but this is also about waiting for those things to bloom, right? Like all those pentacles are sitting on the tree, she's got some goodies in her hands already. So this is about already achieving a point where you're getting some return on investments even, or just also the fruits of your labor are starting to pay off. Now here she is already enjoying some of the delicious fruit. So you've been working at this for a while. It's starting to produce some beautiful energy again with this very soon part trust. You know that a tree is going to produce whatever it's meant to produce, right? But it takes time. So I feel like that separation, that time apart, this time we're in right now, whatever this break was that was needed, whether it was between the connection or of course the distance that's pulling the two of you away from one another, this had to happen in order for you to get things out of this, right? This can talk about you learning trades. This can talk about you having materialistic things. For some of you, of course, the Pentacles always talks about material versus like the other ones being about your mind and thought and stuff. Now this one is talking about you actually having that. So this took time to grow. Not Libra, that's the other one. Virgo, Taurus, and we also have the Capricorn energy. And I feel like in this one too, you're protected. You're getting grounded, or your person is getting grounded, and that is much needed. Why? Because we have this union coming towards each other. This prince here, he's getting everything prepared with the Four of Wands here. He's getting everything prepared for her. So I feel like whether it's the masculine energy, however it applies to your situation, someone truly sees this future with you and they want to bring and provide this stability. So I feel like wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you know, when you come towards them, I feel like they want to make sure that everything is in place so that when they receive you, and however that means, whether you're traveling to them or they're traveling to you, but on this beautiful white horse, this is like that chivalrous, that gentleman, you know, like kind of what we all, that fairy tale way where like he'll have everything ready for you, and not like everything's going to be laid at your feet, but in the sense that he's preparing his life to have you in it. He's wanting to have that stability, 1111, twin flame, soulmate, all that fun energy, to have that beautiful connection here, Four of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands, to have that passion, to have that beautiful new beginning, to have that combined energy here. Of course, again, with all that passion, we did have the sexual union and the sacred union. So this definitely talks about a very passionate, let's say intimate kind of type of connection too, where there is a very strong sexual union, and of course all that fun stuff that comes with that. So I feel like that is part of the major attraction here. And for some of you, you're also just worried that that might be all it is, but I do see that they do want something, a passionate new beginning with you, that it will be offering you that stable union, that stable connection. And I feel like the Judgment here too, being that Libra energy, wanting to kind of make this decision, could be someone that you're reconciling with. Of course, Judgment is bringing someone back from your past. For others of you, this is choosing not to have that and to bring this new energy in. Now, with this here too, with the Nine of Swords, we do have that part where you're overthinking, where you're feeling a bit trapped, so you don't want to get stuck here. These are your fears, your worries. For many of you too, if this is someone you're wanting to come back towards, then this could also be bringing back those old emotions, especially if it's tied to this connection from before. But I feel like for many of you, if you're ready to lay down those burdens and you're ready to let go of that resentment, right? Because we were talking about you releasing that resentment, and your emotions could be what are keeping you trapped. I feel like for some of you, that's what you're overthinking. That's what's really hurting you, and you need to just pick up that new sword. Remember, we had the Ace of Swords already. So you have the Ace of Swords, now you have the Ace of Wands as well in this reading, which talks about a new passion after clarity, after communication. And again, you don't want to stay stuck here, but you see how the sun's rising in the background. So I feel like some of you are just kind of going through a really dark time, maybe having that confusion, getting stuck in that, because you know that this was something powerful and it was something that you wanted to start. And for some of you, it's about restarting this. For others of you, it's about having a whole new passionate beginning in an already existing thing, but letting go of those things from the past. Now, the past stuff may or may not have to do with this person at all. It could be from before, it could be other people. Now again, with the separation, if they had done something, then that could also be why you're cautious to let them back. But again, that union, you do miss them. You could be also just physically missing them or vice versa. 9 of Swords again, so we are not done talking about that one. This is going to be for the outcome. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wow. I like it. Okay, one more, please. One more crystal vision. And all of these cards you guys can get on Amazon. Check them out. There'll be lots. I'm going to be using some new ones too. What else? No? Okay, I was going to say one more or no more. Oh, here we go. Okay. Here we go, guys. So again, 9 of Swords was talking about those fears, those worries, and I feel like for some of you, that could be that separation because you haven't heard from them, right? There's like that distance, the communication. This can also be thoughts, you know, keeping your thoughts positive. Don't get lost in that negative stuff. Yes, we go through stuff. There could be some stuff that came up for you where a situation is reminding you of things, old traumas, fears, doubts, all that negative thinking that we don't want to get trapped in. So you need to break free from this. I allow you to cut those ties as well, because then we have rapid movement. We have the 8 of Wands, and this one is about 8 unicorns here. So for many of you, Spirit is really, really trying to guide you. So not only, okay, wow, in this deck, like 8 of Wands always means fast communication, could be Cupid's arrow, all that stuff. But here we have the unicorns, and unicorns, they're spiritual creatures, and in the sense that this is spirit and angels and everything, they're here trying, like the divine is literally trying to help this move forward quickly, help you guys break through whatever it is, because you know, they're running down a hill. That's got momentum. That's fast. That's gonna build, and that could be that fire energy too with the wand that's gonna get really passionate really quick. Could be kind of picking up where you left off for some of you. For others of you, this is something like if it's new, it's gonna start taking off quickly, but you don't want to miss those signs. I feel like for some of you, depending on your culture and your belief too, 8 is very powerful, especially in horses, and that's a very, very lucky number. So that could be part of what's here, but for many of you, it has to do with this healing and letting go of that, right? 4 of Swords, healing those old heartbreaks, letting go of that resentment. If you're gonna get into this new union with the person, it requires that faith, that belief, but it's also gonna need you to let go of anything that's old. Let go of those 3 of Swords. You don't need them anymore. Have the strength to let it go. This is gonna be that strength energies, the Leo, the sunflowers could be significant, the dawn, you know, everything's coming up. The eagles here also talk about that mastery, about that healing, about that overcoming, and the 2 of them could be overcoming it in this union, could be about that beautiful power here. And we do have 2 union cards, so to me, this is just you also having that strength to not just unite with someone else, but to unite with yourself, to be in your own confidence, to be in that strength energy. And again, before we had the 9 of Wands where she's sitting with like a smaller lion, and I feel like now she's sitting with a big lion. So I feel like you really grew through this. This really brought you a huge level of this could have taken time. Of course, the separation does take time because, of course, it's talking about the lion growing too. So if we're measuring how this was, this could have been over a period of time. But then we have the 6 of Pentacles, something that's going to be balanced, equal, giving back. Here she is in nature, feeding the animals, like all this. Like, remember how you were growing the fruits on your tree, and now all that stuff you're able to share it around. So again, Pentacles energy could have to do with like your finances, but also in this case, that equal give and take. That what you're getting, you're able to give. And you're only going to do that. I feel like for some of you at this point, you're going to wait to receive. For others of you, you may actually just put it out there so that they can match you, however it means to your situation. But then we have the Hierophant. Again, we're talking about that commitment, talking about that connection. But for many of you, trusting and having that faith, you may need to pray. You may need to put it out there. You may need to seek and ask. You know, of course, you know, our angels are ready to help us, but you have to ask for their assistance. So this could be, of course, with that divine thing. Of course, this for me also confirms about If you're not familiar with it, I know in, I don't want to be ignorant either, but in Chinese too, like the number 8, especially with horses, is very significant. It's very powerful, very lucky, very infinite, the infinity number as well. 8 means a lot of different things. So if you want to look it up, maybe there's a message for you. If you want to share it in the comments to help us too. And then that's pretty much kind of where we're going. So it's having the strength to overcome this. I feel like things will be transforming, but you're missing some information. You're missing some things that are right in your environment. So take a look around. Be present in the now, stop focusing on the past, have the strength to move on and heal from that. And I feel like once you truly do start running towards that healing and letting go of that energy, everything is going to balance out, and you really do just need to keep the faith. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for checking out my reading. Check out all the other videos, and don't forget, don't focus on the dates, focus on the message. And of course, share this with your friends and enter in that draw for a free reading and take one of those codes to feed the families. I love you guys so much. Love and light always. God bless you all. See you soon. Bye.